Welcome to Triggered Wrestling. And was this weekend the best weekend to be a wrestling fan or nah? In the words of Adrian, was I born yesterday? Yes, I was. Anyways, we're going to be talking about WWE Payback 2023 on this episode of Triggered Wrestling.
Triggered Wrestling is so awesome all the way around. That gets me triggered.
Ooh, okay, well, let's go with the bad trigger right now.
See, I'm a fan of all of it.
We'll force you to watch Triggered Wrestling.
Banger after banger after banger after banger of a pay-per-view, Adrian. This is Payback of WWE Payback. Legit, this is Triple H's Payback on AEW All In. Adrian, what do you think?
That was a good card. It had a good card. It had a lot of controversial wins. I was surprised by an individual here on the card. Having said that, I think I figured out what's in store for a couple of wrestlers here in this card. So yeah, man, I'm gonna have a lot of somewhat of energy, but a lot of praise for WWE for finally putting a street fight or a hardcore match in front of our TVs instead of that BS they called a hardcore match in SmackDown. But at least they gave us one this time.
What I want to say here is this card was only 6 matches and they're all fucking bangers. 6 matches, bro. You don't need 13 matches to be a good card. That's all I'm going to say about that. So let's go into the first match here. We got Becky Lynch defeating Trish Stratus in the steel cage match. They went 20 minutes, and my God, there was 2 women's matches on this card. Adrian, can you believe it? It's almost like Tony Khan hates women because they only had 1 match, right?
Oh, yes. In All Out, yeah, they only had 1 match.
And we had 2 banger matches here. Adrian, I know that you loved this match, and there's no way you can lie about loving this match.
Love? No. Like? Yes. Slow build. Still not a fan of Trish Stratus. She did a couple of good spots that she was involved in when she hung herself from her feet from the steel cage and that superplex by Becky Lynch. I give her praise for that. That takes a lot of risky balls. I don't think I would have done it. I don't even think I would have taken a superplex. Fuck that. Having said that, yes, Trish Stratus did surprise me. I didn't think she was going to pull it off, but she did. It just sucks that we have to watch trash for 4 months just to get one decent match out of her.
My God, At least it was at a pay-per-view where it matters and not in a 2-minute fucking random-ass episode of Rampage.
2 minutes?
We know women don't get TV time on AEW, my guy.
They've main evented the last 4 episodes of Rampage. Collision has had a main evented woman, so has Dynamite.
But stop, bro. Just because they main event don't mean they're interesting matches, bro. Nobody wants to see...
They are interesting matches. Everybody wants to see Sky Blue. She broke the internet, my guy.
Yeah, because of her assets, not really because of her talent.
Oh, and Trish Stratus has talent? Or is it not because of those puppies that she has?
Nah, bro, this match was 20 minutes, bell to bell, fucking bangers. And also on top of that, they had the killer storyline where it's Zoe Stark betrays Trish Stratus. And I'm assuming Trish Stratus is written off of TV with this.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I mean, come on.
I didn't say I didn't like it, bro. I said I liked it. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying, I mean, come on. I saw this coming a mile away. We knew Trish Stratus is not going to be a long-term player. Zoe Starks, they had to figure something out. Like, oh, what can we do for Zoe Starks to turn on Trish Stratus? Oh, nothing. Let's just have Trish Stratus get mad and get slapped, and that's it. I mean, really? That's all it took? I mean, there's a lot of more shit that's been going on in the story. Preferably the way Zoe Starks is being treated. She's not being put front and center in the women's division. She's mainly a lackey. Come on, my guy.
Well, she ain't a lackey no more, dude. She is full-blown gonna go against somebody in the women's division, because it ain't gonna be Becky Lynch, as we know later on in this episode.
Yeah, we already got a trilogy. But like I said, it just sucks that we had to watch 4 or 5 months of trash to finally get a decent match. When I came into the match, I wasn't really entertained, but after the match, yeah, it was a decent match. Cool spots. My hat goes off to those women, especially that dent Trish Stratus had on her forehead. It was all from Becky Lynch rubbing Trish Stratus' face on that fence. And yeah, man, the fence is no joke. Both women used the fence to their advantage, or the steel cage. Yeah, pretty good match. I wouldn't say it's an all-time favorite. It's a good match. Put the women's division on the map. Just sucks that we're gonna have to go through 4 months of trash to finally get 2 decent women matches back to back.
Well, that's what it is, bro. It's supposed to build up to something good, not be mediocrely decent all the way through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Anyways.
Watch trash for 4 months and then get a decent match.
Anyways, I'm gonna get into the next match here. We had we were both wrong on this one. We both said The Miz. But before we get into the winner of this match, John Cena comes out, announces that he's going to be a special guest referee, and he has a fire-ass promo with The Miz before the match. LA Knight gets passed the torch from John Cena right after they kind of teased that they were going to be having some issues together. Are we going to see LA Knight versus John Cena soon, Adrian?
That I don't know. It could go either way. I mean, we already know Roman Reigns is not going to be on TV for a good amount of weeks. That's probably why John Cena got brought back, which kind of sucks. It just tells you that they literally have zero fucking stars. They'd rather not build any stars when they have LA Knight right there. But for some reason, they have to bring somebody like John Cena, which sucks to me because there's plenty of people backstage who deserve the time. Austin Theory, he's a nobody now who lost in the card later on in the match. LA Knight, somebody who should have been over and should have been on top of the food chain a long time ago. That's it. They literally have nobody else. It would be dumb for them to have a babyface versus a babyface.
They got Jimmy Uso. That's Jimmy with triple M's. Jimmy Uso. Holding it down in SmackDown.
Yeah, he's gonna do a whole bloodline thingy still. But, I mean, come on. You seriously writing?
Bro.
Come on, my guy. They literally have nobody. That's why they brought John Cena back.
Nah.
Why'd they bring John Cena back? For what?
They brought John Cena to help out LA Knight, bro, to bring him... Beautiful. He's not going to challenge for any titles, bro. He's doing this just to put over young talent. Anyways.
Oh, like Austin Theory?
Going into that, we get the WWE United States Championship of the what is it? The face that runs the place. Or no, that's not it. What is it?
No, that's AJ Styles thing.
That's AJ Styles.
Yeah.
No, but you said it the last couple weeks. You said the young up and coming Rey Mysterio or something like that.
Oh, the future of the business.
The future of the business. Rey Mysterio defeating Austin Theory. I was kind of shocked by this, but Austin Theory's showing some anger, some aggression here. So apparently LWO is now t-shirt company because they had a Pittsburgh World Order shirt, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this, man.
Yeah,
but,
and then when they had the UK shows, it was, they had the UK flag on the LWO logo. I'm seeing a lot of flip-flopping from WWE and AEW a lot. I don't know if you're noticing that.
I don't know, man. All I know is that I'm a fan of Rey Mysterio. I'm a fan of Austin Theory. I'm a fan of Santos Escobar. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah, just one quick question. I know you predicted Santos Escobar was going to turn. Do you think that's still going to happen? And if so, why do you think they didn't execute that move at Payback?
I feel like there's going to be something else brewing in the future. Austin Theory's probably going to get a third shot at the title. I don't know. There's a couple things that I thought were going to happen here that didn't happen. So we'll see, dude.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think Austin Theory right now is going to be stuck on the mid-card for a while until they finally figure out what to do with him and then shoot him again up to the moon. So I think, yeah, the whole match with John Cena, they're trying to make the people forget about that match, especially at WrestleMania. But to me, I feel like they're just going to have Austin Theory sort of just, I wouldn't say lost in the shuffle because that's a little bit kind of disrespectful. Just have him get a couple W's, a couple L's, something that doesn't really matter. And then eventually when they finally figure out what story or what feud, I think that's when WWE is going to pull the trigger and shoot Austin Theory back to the moon. And hopefully this time he can get over with the crowd because whatever Vince McMahon was doing wasn't helping at all.
Whatever happened to Cameron Grimes?
Who?
I just wanted to say, because you keep saying shoot to the moon, so that's his catchphrase, but he's been gonzo. We'll see what happens with that as well. And then we get our fourth match of the Judgment Day, beating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the Steel City Street Fight. This was 5 on 2 for essentially 20 minutes.
It was a mugging. It was a mugging.
It was a mugging, but it was an entertaining mugging. It was really exciting. It was fun. I personally like how Dom Mysterio is essentially just getting his ass whooped through all of these things.
Yeah.
And just looking like a complete coward. And I really like it. I had a conversation with one of our followers on Instagram, one of our loyal listeners. He said that this makes the Judgment Day look weak. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the point. That's who they're supposed to look weak, you know? But Adrian, what do you got to say about this?
I actually like the spot. I know I usually like to joke around and, push some buttons here and there. But like I said about Theory, he's going to go get lost in the shuffle a little bit. And then once they figure out what they're going to do with him, they're going to push him to the moon. Same with Dominic Mysterio. They had the whole convict thing. Then they had where Dominic Mysterio is hiding behind Rhea Ripley like a fucking coward. They figured out the system that the crowd loves it when somebody knocks out Dominic Mysterio or throws a jab at him. It happened on Raw as as well, or even later on the card too, when he interfered in that match, Mommy's match. But
Yeah.
they figured out a system, and I think we're going to see that for a while now. We're going to see Dominic Mysterio get his ass kicked a lot. We're going to see Dominic Mysterio dominate that NXT division, or that North American mid-card down in NXT. And man, hopefully, I want to see a feud with Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio down in developmental. Bring some numbers up over there or something.
That would be really good, because this would be a different Dom Mysterio than we've seen recently. He's got a lot more confidence, even though he's been getting his ass whooped. So that would be really entertaining to see, in my opinion.
Yup.
Okay, so here we go. And this is the match that you were alluding to. The Women's World Championship match. Rhea Ripley beating I Have a Back, Raquel Rodriguez. Dom Mysterio gets involved here. He just comes out, but he gets pulled into the ring by Raquel Rodriguez, causing an interference. She gets distracted, and Rhea Ripley gives her finishing move. This was a hard-hitting match. This was like a women's version of a strong style match to me.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, Rhea Ripley was not going to lose this match. Raquel Rodriguez was and is her first and only challenge right now. Yes, we have seen Rhea Ripley defend the titles numerous times already, but let's face it, none of those women were going to come close to Raquel Rodriguez. The fans wanted to see a match. We finally got to see the match. And it delivered. It delivered. I know after the match, a lot of fans were quiet, were booing, which kind of sucks because Rhea Ripley is a top player, whether it's the women's division or the men's division. I don't know, man. I guess just a lot of fans are tired of cheating. I understand heels cheat, but when you overdo it, it kind of takes away from the prestigiousness.
Nah, bro. She did not cheat. She did not cheat, bro. Dom just came out there to see what's going on. It's not her fault that fucking Raquel Rodriguez decided to pull in Dominic Mysterio. Dom tried to get away, bro. She didn't have to attack him.
Yeah, but the distraction, I know a lot of fans, we know what distraction and cheating means, but a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's a distraction, it's still considered cheating. People were saying, it's kind of like Jon Moxley's bleeding. You overdo it too much, it kind of takes away from the prestigiousness of what bleeding in the ring means. Yes, heels are supposed to cheat, but at this point, it's like, come on, guys. All the fucking time. It's like lazy booking and cheap way to get heat. Just have them cheat all the time. Lazy, caca, booking, and cheap heat. Having said that, the match was great. It was fucking phenomenal. I liked the match. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the match. It was a hard-hitting match. I loved it. But like I said, the fans were not into it, and it kind of sucks because they put on a good show.
So before we get into the main event, I just want to talk about something that we talked about with All In, was pacing. This match was 6 matches. There was gaps between them. Like, we had Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus have a banger of a fucking cage match. They stole the show first match. Then we get a promo with John Cena and The Miz. People need to get a little bit down from that high. Then they cheer for LA Knight. It was a good, maybe like 5-minute gap. Then they pop super hard for LA Knight. He wins. And then they give us a little kind of like, not saying that Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory was a boring match. It was a good match. It was kind of like a break. Like, this is where you're probably going to go get some drinks, some concession.
Snack break match. Yeah, you got to get a refreshment. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that's when we had Becky Lynch have her segment with the NXT Women's Champion, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And then after that, we get the crazy ass fucking street fight, right?
Yes.
Okay, so after the crazy ass street fight, then we get a hard-hitting Rhea Ripley Raquel Rodriguez match, which was slow-paced. It was methodical. She was beating her ass. It wasn't like 5 tope suicidas and 5 Canadian destroyers and nothing but super kicks, Like, each match was different, and then the last match was a banger to me. But before we get there, Adrian, I know you wanted to say something about the NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, man. I mean, it looks like she's trying to step up to the big dog, the man, Becky Lynch. And to be honest, the more they build this match, hopefully they can deliver. I was actually doing a lot of research this past weekend, and I've seen something like this before where a promising young blonde woman is a favorite of somebody backstage and gets pushed to the moon and has a match with Becky Lynch. And I'm talking about Lacey Evans. We know what happened with Lacey Evans. She was a Vince McMahon girl, pushed her to the moon, had numerous title matches with Becky Lynch. All of them were ass. And like I was saying earlier on the prediction episode, Tiffany Stratton, I've seen her highlights and lowlights, and I think with more in-ring work and building this feud between Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton, I think Tiffany Stratton needs more reps before she goes up against the man. Because if you execute that match really quick, kind of like Lacey Evans, I don't think the fans are going to get behind it. So hopefully they can correct their mistake with Tiffany Stratton, because a lot of fans seem to like it, and this is something I guess everybody wants to see.
I'm okay with Tiffany Stratton, bro. She's dope. She's athletic. She's got a bright future ahead of her. Lacey Evans got pushed out the door and now is doing OnlyFans. So, well, she's not as athletic. She had less wrestling training. I think Tiffany Stratton's going to be a lot different, but I see the comparison there.
Yeah.
But before we get into our main event, hit us up on Triggered Wrestling on Instagram, Facebook, all social medias, except for Twitter. On Twitter, we are TRIGG_wrestling, Trig_wrestling. Adrian, let's talk about the main event. You go first.
The main event, Shinsuke, I know you're back, Nakamura versus Seth Pimpinella. Seth freaking Rollins here for the World Heavyweight Championship. I like this match. It was pretty great paced. You know, Nakamura and Rollins have had great matches in the past, and this one, of course, was going to deliver. I know me and you predicted, or mainly I think I predicted, that Priest was going to cash in. I'm glad he didn't. He got the tag team titles, so that's good for him. And I think giving Priest that world title, especially after the Rhea Ripley match and the 5v2 street fight, I think that would have pissed a lot of people. So I'm glad WWE didn't execute that, and they actually gave him a new briefcase on Monday Night Raw, so hopefully this means he's going to carry that briefcase for a long time. Probably, maybe after Judgment Day split up. That's when I think.
Maybe Survivor Series, because Survivor Series is usually War Games. I think they're going to have to keep them together for that and have some team versus Judgment Day. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, because JD's going to be in there. Isn't it 5-on-5? And they can get somebody else.
I mean, typically it's like 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, but we'll see what happens here, because it's War Games, right? Because they're not doing Survivor Series typical matches anymore.
No.
But yeah, man, this main event was really good. It was Japanese strong style the entire way. Shinsuke Nakamura methodically breaking down the back of Seth freaking Rollins. And, man, everything up to the ending was so great. And then they teased that they're just waiting for, like, they're just both looking at the screen. And I'm like, is Damian Priest coming out? Like, what's going on? And then they just put the entrance video on, or the recap video of the pay-per-view. So yeah. And then after this, we find out that Shinsuke Nakamura does end up attacking Seth Rollins after the show goes off air and ends up breaking his freaking neck. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't break his neck, but he did damage his back further.
Damn, so 2 overs next is easy picking then. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Rollins still gonna do this whole backstory, or is he gonna take some time off?
He's gonna pull a Orange Cassidy story and just be like, I'm tired. I'm so tired.
But I still want to wrestle.
But I still want to wrestle, bro. No, I don't know. But they're probably gonna have another match, but they want 26 minutes here. This was a great match, and I loved it. And I went home. I was already at home, but I just went to bed extremely happy at a reasonable hour, unlike All In and All Out. Well, actually, wait up. Technically, All In, it was like over at 4 o'clock. My bad. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm just, see, this is the problem I have with this company, bro. It's a wrestling show, right?
And there was a lot of wrestling.
Yes.
6 banger matches.
It was. I'm not gonna deny that. Just sucks that we have to watch trash after trash after trash on a weekly basis just to get a decent match. At this point, just give me the main events. To be honest, give me the pay-per-views and just give me the 10-minute recap that they do on every episode, and I think I'll get the story. I think I will get every single story, beginning to end, with just recaps and the pay-per-views.
Are you going full flip-flop mode and be like, oh, you know what? Keep playing those recaps for me, bro.
I mean, if I
exposed as fuck. Yeah.
No, if I might just say I'm not gonna watch the shows, I'd rather just watch the recaps and just give me the pay-per-views. They seem to be decent.
Damn. I mean, I'm gonna, there's a lot of wrestling. There's a shit ton of wrestling, but that's what we signed up for, to review these shows for you guys.
Yes, that is true. But yeah, no, I think that's the only thing I take away from this whole thing. Stop giving me trash. Give me a reason to tune in every week. Don't give me 40-minute promos, 5, 10, 6 backstage segments each show. Just give me 1 or 2 minutes or less. Give me 3 good matches a week, and then give me the pay-per-view. That would be perfect. But I guess we have to watch trash after basura, después de más basura.
Damn, nah, bro. Don't talk about my WWE like that.
Now, overall, I would rank this PLE a solid 8.8.
I would say this was the best pay-per-view out of the last 3 pay-per-views that we saw, which was All In, All Out, and WWE. This one was a lot better. Bro, stop. And we're going to get into that in our next episode of Triggered Wrestling.
Bang, bang.